Okay. Uh, hmm. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? And wow, I fucked that up hard. I've been doing so much League Zero shit. I guess this included to some degree. But I almost did the League Zero intro. What's happening, guys and girls? Acronator here, and welcome to a little VOD review. Basically, last week I got to a point where I didn't really feel like playing Skyrim anymore. I still don't understand what's wrong with the quest tracker, so I uninstalled. Kind of done with that. I might start up Doom. I was considering streaming some Binding of Isaac, and then I was like, you know what? I didn't catch this game. I want to see what's happening with this team because I think they should be doing much better. So I'm gonna go through and sort of like analyze real time, see what the hell's happening. So yeah, I feel like it's too quiet. I'm gonna put some background music on. I have the video muted anyways. You know what? Uh, just to have something in the background. Oh yeah, let me do that. Actually, doing this on the fly. Okay, according to OBS, you should be able to hear that still. So that's a thing. And I will have chat open. I have the little chat window over on my secondary monitor over here. In the meantime, but good. Okay, so the background to this game, this particular match of Overwatch, if you will, just in case you don't know what League Zero is, it's a pug league made by Dividing by Zero. I've been pretty active in it, and I've posted at least a few things about League Zero on this channel that are public. At least I have a lot of unlisted stuff. But that should be good. So essentially, Noot Noot has a few members. Okay, let me back up a little bit more. So this season of League Zero, of which I'm a staff member, by the way, this is the Advanced Division. So both of these teams have Diamond and above, and I think most of these players that you see here are going to be Masters and GM. I believe Coffee is Masters, Meta is Masters, Neglect... Ooh. Neglect is either GM or Masters, I forget exactly what. I believe Bun is currently Masters. Lux, I believe, is Masters. I know for a fact Baz is GM. And Bun at least was GM at one point, and Neglect is probably close, so that's like, you know, half Masters, half GM. Whereas Crest, I have no clue what these people rank. Probably all around high Masters, maybe low GM. So both of these teams have a lot of strength coming into this game. Noot Noot was coming into this game 0 and 1. Me. Yeah, good enough. Noot Noot was coming into this game 0 and 1, although they lost to the Chengdu Chads, a team that I would consider very, very strong. And Crest was coming into this 1 and 0. They beat a team called the Hangzhou Bark that is very easily considered the weakest team in the entire league right now in their division, mind you. So Crest coming into this game needed to impress me, and Noot Noot I felt like had a very good chance of winning this. Now, spoilers, but then again, this game is 2 days old. I just happened to have this VOD downloaded because this is a lot better than trying to do this off of YouTube. Noot Noot loses 1-3 here, and I believe they take the second map, I think. What I'm most interested here is to see exactly like what is happening, because I remember even when they played the Chengdu Chads during week 1, this is week 2 of games if you couldn't tell by the score lines I just gave, meaning that Noot Noot is now 0-2 and Crest is now 2-0. I'm very interested to see what Noot Noot is doing wrong, because they have to be doing something wrong, and I have some ideas as to what it is. For example, they have some weaknesses that are relatively obvious. One of which being Bun, despite him being my teammate on last season, he does not look comfortable on Brig, and he's primarily the big Brig player. He gets overly aggressive, and he'll just kind of feed at times, but I don't think that's like the entire reason for losing. So what I want to look at is, I want to see meta, because I don't think the game that I spectated during week 1 against Chengdu Chads, I actually watched meta that much. And I don't know if they spectate him that much now. He's the flex support. So unless they're really popping off and having like a Jonak moment, usually the spectators aren't going to watch them. The streamer, mind you. And then Coffee, I don't think I've actually seen Coffee play at all. I believe Widow is Blue, or just Blue for short, played the entire Chengdu Chads match. Or maybe Coffee was in for like a single map. But I remember Widow is Blue being in a lot. Whereas Falcon, I believe, got player of the match. Shadow Dragon was really hyped up for being a really, really strong main tank. But during the Hangzhou Bark game, he didn't really look that strong. Maybe that's just because Agreed is psychotic in his playstyle. Agreed Juggler, Hangzhou Bark's main tank words. So I'm not entirely sure if he was just up against some stiff competition or some unpredictable competition, but Shadow Dragon didn't really look that spectacular. He didn't look terrible, but he didn't look incredible either. Ooh, the help. Can I get unmuted? Okay. Anyways, because I'm not playing a game, I'll probably alt-tab a little bit occasionally. Right. And then you can see over here, Lord Hawk, I believe that is a coach for Crest. Naruz, that's Zane. He streamed and hosted this game. Pixel Storm is supposed to be spectating just Noot Noot. He's their backup main tank. I can't see who else is down there. Abacus is a streamer. Those two, that's a coach. That's backup main tank for Shadow Dragon. Also, Platchat alumni with me. So, let's see. I'm gonna move straight ahead into the. Oh, that's actually not who they play. Okay. So they actually swapped around a little bit. Oh, hold on. I wanted to see. Okay, so this I would have to assume is their. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. So, what do they actually have playing right now? Coffee. So they do have Coffee in. Drago. Oh, hey. Hey, Aqua Drago. How you doing? I got lazy. Actually, long story short, Skyrim screwed up Quest Tracker, so I'm done with that. Because I didn't really feel like dealing with that. If it was a game that had better quest text, I would. But Skyrim is built on the concept of Quest Tracker. so so yeah. And then I didn't really feel like downloading Doom, and I was like, I was tempted to stream Binding of Isaac because that's a game I'm actually quite good at, having like 490 something hours in it. But then I wanted to. I didn't get to watch this game in my Overwatch Pug League, so I wanted to watch it, and then I was figuring, let's VOD review as well. So this person and this person were on my team last season. Not on Noot Noot. They were on a team called Plat Chat. What I'm very interested to see here is how Coffee performs, because I don't think I get to see him very much. I believe this is mostly the same roster that I saw from Crest before. I don't remember Javenom playing, but I don't remember who their other flex support is. Crest reminds me of early season Hangzhou Spark, where it's hard to remember their players' names, but I think as the season progresses, I get the feeling Crest will just be one of those consistently top 2, top 3 teams. I mean, right now they're 2-0, so I need a color that stands out. Yeah, good enough. So another interesting thing is that they're not running Froze, they're running Neglect. Neglect is a main tank main, but he wanted to play off tank. So they had Froze and they have Pixel Storm, who's a Diamond player. This is for Diamond through GM Grandmaster. But Pixel Storm, I think, definitely has the game sense to stand up to a lot of Masters and GMs, especially with this team surrounding him, especially with Basilisk being on main support. But I'm getting ahead of myself, because these are most certainly not going to be the main things that they roll out with. Okay, so Zen goats both sides. Nothing shocking here. I almost want to see. Well, I guess I'll save that piece for later. I forget exactly which map Noot Noot wins, but I'm almost certain it's not this one. So I just want to check something. Oh, okay. I wanted to see if there was a way to change the play speed, but I don't think that's the case on the draw thing. So let's see. They both go high ground. Invasion. Hey, Ducky. I didn't get to see this game, and I was too lazy to download it. Actually, I think I said that on Discord. Yeah. Basically, I was too lazy. 480p gang. Man, my internet sucks so bad. It's legitimately the lowest rated internet service provider in the country. So I can't I can't stream at anything higher. I've tried. It doesn't work well. The encoder just shits the bed. So early on, Crest is taking a lot more damage. Although Lux is taking a lot of damage as well. And I've noticed that happening in the Chengdu match as well. Lux has a lot of good moments. What application is this? This is whatever standard Windows thing has. You like I'm just playing the video and then there's a thing to edit and draw. So it's literally just normal whatever Windows has. Anyways, I've noticed that Noot Noot does really well early fights, but they have trouble sustaining, and I wanna pin down why that is. I'm doing Noot Noot's job here, but ads take notes. Oh, whoa, okay. Where where was that? Neglect is over here, so I think that happened off screen. Me. Let me back up just a little bit, maybe not that far. Okay, yeah, right about here. Where's Moby? Back up, Psy? Damn it. It's just comms issues? Yeah, I don't know though. I haven't seen. Where's Moby? Oh, he's right there. Okay. So that might have been just... Yep. I'm pretty sure that was a lucky pin. But I'll give it to Neglect. So that... Too many try to calm and the call just blows up. I can imagine. I believe Melon even said that in the countdown for week 1. Chengdu does that. So one interesting thing there, when I first saw that Moby died instantaneously, was that I remember Moby getting a lot of criticism during Hangzhou Bark for his brig. So when I saw that, I was like, oh god, no. It's true. But I don't know if that was truly him playing bad. Maybe he could have been in a better position. Maybe back over here with... or I guess over here with J-Venom. Why is J-Venom over here? Why is Meta over there? What is this game? I love how the two Zenyatas here are just kind of like at a peace treaty. They're like, let's fuck everyone over here up and just ignore this. Unless one of them turns on the other, but thus far they haven't. So Moby goes down. That's... I would be shot. Yeah, Shadow Dragon's about to fall. They can't keep him up. Main issue is with you, though? I don't know. If I had to pick a weak point on Chengdu's starting roster, I don't think it would be you. You calm more than most main tank players? Oh, in terms of comms, I can't say. Mechanically, I don't think it's you. Granted, I didn't get to watch many of the games this weekend. I get to watch the Z9 take on Bark. because I hosted that one. Wasn't much to learn though. Did J-Venom actually get out of there? I'm impressed. So I'm pretty sure... Who the hell played Zen for them last week? I'm too lazy to look it up. Whatever. I remember Crest's Zen last week. Week 1, rather. Died a lot. So I guess J-Venom getting out right there is a good sign. And this falls right in line with what I've seen from Noot Noot, because I remember them, even against Chengdu Chads, getting some early picks and taking the fights early, but then they had trouble sustaining. So I'm not sure... Maybe it is a comms issue. I'll have to see how they use their ultimates. Right now, unsurprisingly, Neglect is 75% to his Shadow with 6% on the clock. Jesus. You know, if he actually plays main tank and not off tank like he wanted to, Noot Noot has some serious potential. I think Crest just has so much better synergy and teamwork. That's a relatively aggressive hold. That's interesting, because Crest could very easily just circle around there and pop through the window or go down the stairs straight to point, and Noot Noot would have to play catch-up. Unless they want to waste a sound speed amp? Sound barrier, speed amp. And it looks like Crest is about to do that as well, so I wonder what possess them to play up there. Like, if they were going to play aggressive, you think they want to play here, or like here, to cut off this choke. Yeah, maybe back here would be better because that you'd still get poke damage from spawn and you couldn't do anything. So that kind of leads me to believe that it is comms. Whoever is calling like, hey, push up, they didn't go all the way. They didn't go full retard, and they didn't play it safe, which would have been back towards point. Maybe having like Baz or Meta and Coffee, probably Meta and Coffee, peek up just so that Meta can get a few cheeky orbs in. That's... Huh. I guess Crest was... That's interesting. I want to see that rotation again by Crest. It looked like Shadow Dragon was calling for them to go there because he was bouncing that way. But then Koodle just was like, no, I got this. Big dick energy. So they decided to take this. I don't like this engage from Crest. Instead, oh, yep. That was actually brilliant by Shadow Dragon. Or was that Moby? Hold on. I want to see that again. It looked like Shadow Dragon. Hey, Matt. What's that? Hold on. Yeah, I think that was Shadow Dragon. Yeah, Moby was stunned. Okay, so that was Shadow Dragon. That was actually super impressive by Shadow Dragon. But still, despite that uber play by Shadow Dragon saving his team from a ridiculous... Well, not really saving his team. Now that I look over here. It's too focused on all the players. They should have just cycled around and come out on the window or come out over here. I believe they win Busan anyways, but that particular play wasn't the best. I think Koodle, ironic that he was the first to fall. I'm pretty sure he was the one who probably called for the push straight into Noot Noot, where the only thing they had to use was Neglect's Shatter. And I mean, Shadow Dragon isn't even halfway to his Shatter, and now they beat it? I'm playing it too slow. Hold on, when did they beat? They beat right when the Shatter happened? What the hell was that beat? That was like a full 2-3 seconds after Koodle died. What was the purpose? At that point, just speed amp out. Anyone who dies, but like you could at least get 2 or 3 guys out. That's a ridiculous trade. Okay, they use Rally? I'm not sure about that. Then again, I did say before I even started playing the footage that Bun does not look as comfortable on Brig as he does on basically any DPS. I mean, hell, I've seen him look more comfortable on Zarya, although he has had good moments on Brig before, but that was last season when the average was like Diamond. Now we're reversing a bunch of GMs and Masters. I think Koodle's GM, I don't know about the rest of them. I think they're all Masters, maybe like 1 Diamond for Crest. So the level of play and the amount he can get punished much higher, so I'm not sure about that rally. Yeah, now you're just cleaning up. That's pretty standard. Why? Well, he got out anyways, but Chance should have gotten out a lot sooner there. I haven't really had a chance to completely analyze any Crest game yet. Granted, the Hangzhou Bark game wasn't really much to analyze. Oh, I felt it in my gut that was gonna happen. I was like, he's making it too obvious. I guess you're Masters then? Uh, well, this is Advanced Division, so all the players are Diamond and above, and most teams picked GMs and then Masters, and I think Noot Noot has one Diamond, if not two. I don't know if Crest has any Diamonds. Chance might be. I think the rest are all Masters. Or J Venom might be Diamond as well. I don't know. Matt, you can confirm or deny that. Yeah, Coffee made that really obvious. That was really obvious. He was playing so far ahead. Like, never play in front of your Ryan's shield because it just freaking... Oh, you're Falcon. Okay. $4,300. Gotcha. I don't know. How would I know you're Falcon? By the way, I'm pretty sure you're player of the match. I know they're recording countdown later today. It was either you or Poodle. One of you is player of the match, one of you is honorable mention. That was super obvious. Gravity. Ooh. Yep. Never spectate a Reinhardt. Just no forehead. And Lex getting a really bad stagger. So this is the thing, this is where I'm really going to pay more attention to Noot Noot, because they always seem to do this. They get a decent hold to win the first couple fights, but as soon as the enemy team comes in and they take the point for the first time, Noot Noot just has so much difficulty retaking. So I'm going to pay really close attention to how they use their ults here. They don't have combo, but then again, they just had Grav Eaten, so maybe they had planned to, I'm not entirely sure. Coming up on 4 ults soon enough. Once the fight breaks out, they'll have those 2. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know it automatically paused. In the meantime, Crest has a much better ult advantage. I like that they're all staying together. Oh! That wasn't quite as obvious. That's still a little bit obvious, I will say. Not as obvious as the other one. I like the bomb. Doesn't get anything. So in terms of the war of attrition here, I was gonna say Noot Noot's taking less poke damage, but then I realized that Trance. It was probably to save him from the bomb. But even so, I don't... Let's see how this fight turns out, whether it's worth it or not. I mean, they obviously don't need... Ooh. J Venom gets called out. Where was he? I don't know if I'll be able to see. He's probably just like behind the pillar. Wait. Is that him? Or is that... No, that's Koodle. J Venom. There's Chance, there's Falcon, Koodle, Shadow Dragon. I can't tell if that's Moby or J Venom. It might be J Venom. There's Baz. I can't tell. Actually, no, I think that is Moby, because Briggs' little flagpole. So where was J Venom? Oh, is he right there? Yeah, it's gotta be. Did he get shattered? It must have. Did he? Yeah. Yep. Yep, that was him. Okay. Not the best trance from meta. I mean, I know he stayed alive, so ultimately it was worth it. Did they actually win this round? They do. Probably. Yeah, I don't think they can. Crest can contest. Oh, they did. Shadow Dragon wanted it more. The hell was that? Oh. Okay. So that was actually a pretty decent round for Noot Noot. Usually, if the pattern had persisted, they wouldn't have been able to take it back. And I think that a large part of that retake, successful retake, had to do with Lux there. Because that Gravy and then the bomb on J Venom. So they didn't have trance. Crest didn't have trance available. And they didn't have grab bomb combo. And I'm pretty sure Noot Noot loses Busan. Granted, I haven't watched this, but I flipped through it because I had to put the animations in. Because this isn't from the stream. This is from Sai, the file recorder. Oh, it's just about to go, okay. Neglect down Winston. I think maybe if they were running Crest was running DPS there, Winston would have been better. I'm not sure about Winston pick here though. Once you get onto the point, it's hard to really get. Oh, he must have got Firestruck. I don't know if I'll be able to see it from Neglect's POV. Yeah, he got Firestruck, and then yeah, just taken out by chance. Okay, that was just an unlucky positioning trying to save Neglect, and now they're gonna back out and stagger kill, all that. Yeah, Neglect immediately switches onto the Rhine. That's smart. He wasn't gonna get anything done. Stop spectating the main tank, damn it. It's so hard to understand what's going on with the Reinhardt swinging. Ooh. Where did that happen? Was Moby... Hold on. Was Moby stuck? I think he was. Moby's right there. I think he's like right there. Right there. Okay, he was getting low, he hit around the corner. I don't think Shadow Dragon was expecting them to push up and peek the corner there. So he didn't have his shield up. Instead, he was going for cheeky swings as they were coming down. And then Coffee just lasered him down. That could have been a pretty big boop onto Neglect. Ooh, he almost pinned Bun there. Wow! Where was... I don't think Lux was in the grab, was he? See that again. No, he was behind, wasn't he? Yep, he was behind. Yep. I think. Unless that's Falcon, but I'm pretty sure that's Lux. Yeah, Lex isn't in there, so he was way over to the side, over there, while the entire rest of Crest was trying to kill this. They lost their flex support and a massive amount of their damage in the process. Yeah, Shadow Dragon was already getting low. He didn't have the Harmony Orb on him anymore. Oh, wow. Poodle comes in pretty big, though. Just looking at that, I'd say Crest is probably going to stabilize. Yep. Wow. Koodle saved that. All the coffee returns the favor. If Coffee managed to survive there, even if Neglect fell, because he was already low, but if Coffee had managed to survive, then they probably could have taken this. With just a Lucio, like, focus him down, focus Falcon down. And that's pretty much it. And in the meantime, Crest already has huge percentage. In the meantime, though, Noot Noot has all these ults. They only use Trance. They should be able to set up a pretty easy grab bomb combo. Or Shatter Bomb. Engage with Rally. Mind you, I'm pausing this so I have a lot more time to think of it, but like, engage with Rally, that's pretty standard. Say beat for something, probably Shatter at that point. Assuming they'd be able to ult track it effectively. So like Rally, grab bomb, take the point, save the others for a rainy day. I do like this rotation from Crest going up to the high ground. I feel like that's something that enough teams do, especially Novice, because I've spectated the most Novice. So I'm trying to understand what the hell's going on in that division. Oh my god, why are there so many pings? What? I have so many pings happening right now. Anyways, what was I saying? Right, so Crest's rotation here. I feel like too many teams will just stay on these stairs here. And it makes it too easy to just come in and steamroll. They have the high ground, in a way. Rev, Huh. Did the shatter, or not shatter, did the charge? What pushed them all out of the way? Was it Baz? No, it couldn't have been? Maybe? I don't know. No, it had to have been the charge. Why did Coffee die? I mean, I know the Falcon, but... no one peeled for Coffee. Ooh, that's pretty huge shatter. That being said, Noot Noot invested so many ults into this fight. The only thing they didn't use was Sound Barrier and Trance, and that's because they didn't have Trance. And judging by that, they're not going to need Sound Barrier, but they needed so very many ults to take that. Oh, and Rally. Or did they... Oh yeah, they had Rally coming into the fight, so they had to have used it. That's impressive rebuild time, but... in the meantime, Crest used what? Bomb? If that? No. Okay. That was... yeah, so they didn't use anything. Besides maybe Rally, I'm not sure, I didn't see that. So I'm starting to understand a little bit more of what Noot Noot is doing wrong. Take notes if you're watching. Is their re-engages aren't clean. They have a plan, and it's a good plan. The plan's never... the best laid plans something something. Laid to waste or something. Best laid plans are laid to waste, I think is the saying. Essentially meaning that nothing ever goes to plan. And when things go to shit, they invest way too many ults. Like, realistically, I don't think they really needed that shatter. And again, they did lose coffee. It's hard to say. The grav bomb's good. Rally, they already have it again, so that's not really that big of a deal. Plus, I suggested using that to contest. I feel like if they could have done a better job of focusing down the targets, they wouldn't have needed the shatter or the extra CC. Because now you have, well, you do have your two big, well, all three support ults, but you have the two big ones that'll actually save your life. In the meantime, Crest is going to have 4 ults though, 1 defensive, 3 offensive. And Bomb really isn't going to be prevented by any of those. Well, maybe a good timed beat, but then again, there's going to be focus fire, and we've already seen that Crest's strong suit is its teamwork. See, like right here, where's my mouse? Let me back up a little bit. So, watch Noot Noot's positioning here. It's kind of all over the place. Most of them are like in this area, when they should be in this area, where Crest was. That was really good positioning by Crest. Yeah. Plus, I think some of them are coming back, or let's see, I can't quite see their silhouettes through the walls. I believe that's Meta and Baz over there. I know I saw Coffee, that's Neglect, obviously. Lux, I don't see. I think he might be on point down there somewhere, behind Neglect. Behind Shadow Dragon's figure, I mean. Yeah, and then Bun's right next to Neglect. Okay, yeah. Coffee's up there. Ironically, now that he's up there, he probably needs to be down here because this is where the fight's going to happen. You've already set the playing field, and it's right here. You're on level ground. In the meantime, Meta's way the hell over there. Unless someone's, like, Falcon is harassing him, which I don't think so. Yeah, because Falcon's right there. This is the fence matrix. So I don't know why Meta's way over there. Or was that Baz? No, yeah, that is... I can't even tell. Okay, that is Baz. Where the hell's Meta then? Whoa, the triple stack support ult. Let's see. Realistically? That's tricky. The double stack I can almost forgive because they did use Grab Bomb, and that's how you survive them. Although maybe use one or the other a little bit after. Probably use Trance, and then once Bomb is about to go, use Beat, so you could stagger it more. But I really don't think you need to rally there. Like, Rally's not really a defensive ult. It's not a good defensive ult, rather. It's really best for engaging. Oh no, and then you have Baz and Coffee sectioned off. I'm actually shocked that Obi and Koodle let them get away with that, but then again, oh, wow. Lux does get demacked and killed, but Noot Noot really took the upper hand there, and by all rights, they should win this. They're fighting too slow. They're pussyfooting around. What should have happened is, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Neglect should have been more aggressive there. You should have just dove in. You have everyone besides Lux. You have your 3 supports. You have the healing. Yes, you don't have defense matrix, but use your bubbles. Smart. Use your speed amp. Smart. Use your armor pack. Smart. Just keep Xenorb on Neglect like normal, and they're probably not going to be able to burn through him. At least not with the people that they have, because I believe Koodle's down and Shadow Dragon's down. So you have like the two biggest sources of damage gone out of the fight. Like, in fact, let me rewind a little bit just to see. Yeah, so yep, Shadow Dragon's dead, and I believe Lux dies here, but then Koodle dies to meta. Yep, see Koodle's health starting to go down. Okay, maybe not. So Koodle is still there, but they have no shield. I guess considering he's about to have Shatter online, playing it a little bit safe while he's getting healed up is fine. But you do have to wonder, there should have been one of these three big cooldowns to save him, either Defense Matrix, Team Bubble, or Armor Pack. Any of those three to save him, or give him at least a few more seconds. Because if he could have gotten that Shatter online, that probably would have just won them the fight. And in the meantime, they took so long to engage that Shatter Dragon not only came back, but then got a charge kill onto meta. Lux did pretty good in coming back and getting a chance, but at this point it doesn't matter. By all rights, Noot Noot should have won that. But poor ult's economy and cooldown usage kind of screwed him over. And I feel like that's going to be a common theme going into this. Nothing different. I feel like this is the one map where you can kind of get away with DPS as well. Maybe Sanctuary. But this one in particular, like Somber Goats or Snoats, is so good. Like Cyber Goats or Snoats can be so devastating on this map. Oh, wow. That was a pretty sick skill shot. Not actually sure which one is worth more. Probably the Ryan kill. Oh, but Lux gets demeced. Yeah, they should back up. See, they got the early pick there. Like, where was Bun? I want to watch this. Lux is way the hell over there, and Bun is too. And this is kind of what I mean, is like, I know for a fact Bun is ridiculously good at DPS, like Genji, like, basically lists the DPS. He's good at a lot of heroes, but for some reason, in the Advanced Division this season, Brig just doesn't seem like one of them. You know? He just kind of walks into the enemy team, gets too aggressive, tries to play main tank, and dies. And he ends up dying a lot first in a lot of these fights. So I feel like that was definitely a big issue in the Chengdu game. I wonder if it will continue to be a big issue for this, because if they didn't lose Bun there, they would have lost Lux's mech, yeah, sure, but I feel like they still would have been able to just power on, because they killed Shadow Dragon, and then, yeah, Bun gets immediately melted by everyone. And then Lux was over there trying to save Bun. And then Neglect dies because they don't have armor pack. And then they just need to back out. And I'm beginning to notice a pattern. You know, one person's at a place, one person's at a position, forces the others to try and... It's not always Bun either, it's... But, like, they're making these small little mistakes that can be chalked up to communication, can be chalked up to lack of practice, which I know they haven't scrimmed that much. That's an unfortunate fire strike, but I mean, just like to put it into perspective. The only one on the team with any ult is Baz. Bun is getting close, Meta's getting close. But in the meantime, Crest has almost 6 ults up, and it looks like they're about to use Rally. Unless that was the animation to get it, not use it. Nope, they're using it. And that's relatively smart. They have the advantage, the early advantage, might as well. You know, in the meantime, Noot Noot's trying to poke a lot, but they're the ones taking a lot of poke damage. Can't see it now because they just used Trance, and I believe they just used Rally. Yep. This is the second time I've noticed, and it might even be more than 2 times it's happened in recording so far. But Button tends to use Rally as a defensive ult. And I feel like it's really not getting that much value being used in the middle of a grav, you know? It doesn't heal that much. Yeah, armor helps, but like it'd be better. It's better to top off a fresh attack than to try and save everyone, you know? That's what those two are for. Yeah, and that pretty much goes the way you'd expect. And there definitely are like minor mistakes made by Crest that Noot Noot could capitalize on. But right now, they're just making so many more mistakes. I mean, they're coming into this fight with like going on 3 ultimates. Crest has 2 effectively, but I mean they already used Rally at the beginning of the last fight. They didn't need to use Trance. Oh, that's unfortunate for Chance. Oh, he gets away? That's impressive. Jesus Christ. I can see why Falcon was voted MVP of this match, because my god, 2 in 1 map like that, it's just devastating. And in the meantime, Bun's getting lasered because he's way the hell up here. Like, Brig does not do well on the front line. And wait for it. Oh no, he popped Rally with Trance. They're stacking Rally with another support ultimate a lot. That's a pretty good charge kill. Huge Shatter, Neglect. That was pretty good, but at the same time, Crest is so incredibly into. What are these pings? Okay. Oh. Anyways. Let's go back a little bit. Right, so Noot Noot did good in finally taking that, but at the same time, it's well within 1 fight territory. You know, now they only have 1 ultimate, whereas Crest is going to come in with at least 2. This is actually going to be a rather neutral fight in terms of ultimates, because they don't really have any combos. They could use Grab by itself and try and set up a Shatter Bomb combo for Noot Noot. Yeah. So realistically speaking, Noot Noot has no reason to lose this fight. It's just going to come down to who plays vanilla Overwatch better, and in this case it's going to be who has the best teamwork, because it's GOATs. I like that rotation from Crest. Moby did drop down relatively early, and the early pick, that's slightly nuts. Yeah, I mean, Chance had that for a while. That's pretty obvious that he was going to use beat there. Noot Noot shouldn't have had to use ults to win that fight. I mean, how Crest didn't really need to use ults to win that fight aside from beat. And are they using rally? Yeah, they used rally, probably to engage. But I mean, especially this map in particular just came down to better rotations. Smarter ult economy. Neglect gets play. Oh, yep. This. Gotcha. I mean, that was a good play, but it was relatively inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. 34 sound. That's insane. He missed 2 sound barriers ever. Sorry, just checking stuff because panic is annoying as hell. Anyways. Forward. They subbed Coffee out for Widow's Blue. I don't recall Widow's Blue being there before. So possibly he was just late and that was their sub. But in the meantime, I don't really think Coffee was the issue there. Hanamura, I believe this is the map that they tied. So I mean, right now, or not tied. This is the map they tied on another game, or maybe it was Platchat that tied this. I don't remember. But I think this is the map they won, is what I was gonna say. Okay, so Noot Noot, they ran this before. It worked really well against Chengdu Chads, and I would say, dare I say, Chengdu Chads might be a stronger team than Crest. Have to wait and see on that. Crest isn't going to run this, so that's utterly useless to look at. But oh, whoa, whoa! Oh, this brings back memories. Okay. Genji Tracer on a dive, huh? I like that strategy. Although it's not going to do anything against the bunker comp. I like the creativity. The Sombra has the potential to do something. Well, now they know there's a Sombra. Moby should have gotten spotted there. I think they're trying to contemplate whether they're going to actually push on this or not. Looks like... What are they doing? I mean, realistically, what they should try and do if they actually want to push in with this is try and hack the Bastion, which, I mean, that's going to be a tall order in itself, because the Diva, the Orisa, literally anyone could just turn around and shoot the Sombra mid-hack. But if they successfully do it, hack Neglect instead. I feel like that's not what they wanted, because then the Bastion is just going to continue to wreck. And blue is far too good to... What the hell is happening here? This is way scrappier than it has any right to be. Kodal actually used Blade, but didn't get anything out of it. What the hell just happened? Why did blue jump down there? I thought I thought that was never mind. You know, it's like you swap Bon onto Hanzo or literally any DPS, and immediately he's significantly better. I think he definitely wasn't. I say this, and he did really, really well on Brig last season. Then again, it was against lower tier players. That was actually pretty smart, and also somewhat lucky that the invincibility field didn't extend to the corner there. That was a pretty good primal. Noot Noot didn't necessarily do anything terribly wrong there. And like I said, I believe this is the map they win, so it wouldn't shock me if they make a hell of a lot less mistakes. This map, they look so much more prepared, and it shows. Like, even if they don't end up winning this one, it's a different one that they actually end up winning. They look so solid on this. And less solid on control. So if they ever do take it to a tiebreaker map, they might be in trouble. Depending on how much they've been practicing Oasis. Another Dragon Blade. Damn. Not really getting anything with these Dragon Blades, though. I mean, he did ultimately get Bun killed, but like... Yeah. Yeah. Noot Noot's stabilizing here. They look so much more comfortable, so I feel like the few times that they've actually scrimmed, it's probably been on Hanamura. And I'm mostly just looking for Noot Noot's weaknesses here, because I mean, Crest is 2-0, so regardless of what mistakes they're making, they're doing enough to win. You know, whereas Noot Noot, I legitimately thought they'd be doing much better than this. I like that flank by Neglect, although I question why he did it with 50% ult charge. Then again, I've heard plenty of stories of him not exactly making the smartest plays at times, so it doesn't shock me that he would try, just from what I've heard. Shadow Dragon doing pretty good in pressuring meta up onto the high ground. Granted, he didn't really chase. Then again, he didn't really need to, I suppose. His Falcon's right there. That's a pretty decent take. Go back to the very beginning of this push. I mean, realistically, Noot Noot doesn't have anything here aside from a Grav coming up, but they don't even have anything to stabilize. It's like, yeah, you gave Neglect a bubble, but that's it. Like, Lux was over here, Bun was up on the high ground fighting the stairwell, Meta was back a little bit. I don't know where Baz was. He's probably off to the side, up with the rest of them. So Neglect literally just yeeted himself down to the low ground to become fodder. It was kind of inconsequential for Crest, aside from being an old battery. Oh god. Yeah. I think that was just poor judgment, probably from Neglect. I'm getting so many notifications on Discord. Oh my god. One sec. I don't even know. I don't even know. Anyways, back to this. Okay. So Crest going for the monkey goats. Monkeyana goats. Interesting. I could see it working. And it looks like this is just going to be somber goats? Or just regular goats? What are they doing? Oh, they're waiting for Lux to scout, okay. And they immediately go back to regular goats, is my guess. Mercy goats? No? Okay, I was gonna say that would have been weird. Now, in order to stay on pace with Crest, they don't necessarily need to get this in the first push, especially since they lost meta. I think he just lagged behind. Watch that again. I think Neglect looked back. Yeah, he kind of... okay. So that's two-pronged. Maybe even three-pronged. Neglect should have seen that meta was still over here. And he should have stayed in front of the doorway. His shield would have taken a lot more damage, but they can deal with it. Meta should have stuck with the team more. Which also could have been comms, because possibly no one said we're going in. And then Lux should have been over here, defense matrixing meta into the room. Because the only one who can really do anything about that is Kuro. Or Moby, I guess, but if Moby's over there, then he's kind of fodder at that point. Yeah, and then they just immediately pounce. And all of a sudden it's a 5v6. Like a cornered rat. I'm assuming Neglect just thought that they were coming in through that door. Wasn't a terrible charge. Yeah, now they're trying to back out, and they actually do get out. But I think that's another good example of just something is going on with the communications. And knowing that Baz in particular is a really strong shot caller, just have him make the majority of the calls. Say, like, 3, 2, 1, go. Simple enough. Or just have him be demanding enough. Say, hey, look, fucking do this, or else. Like that drop down, I'm pretty sure it was Widow that was dropping down. Red X isn't showing, by the way. Oh boy. I can fill in if you need. Yeah, sure. Alright. I think I'm gonna have to cut the stream short because I have to help Zane do stuff with the countdown.